was transparent with him and I didn't hold anything back.
Transparent with him and I didn't hold anything back.
Transparent with him and I didn't hold anything back.
Let me tell you, he is a restorer. He is a replacer. I mean, anything that you need him to be, anything that I needed him to be, he was simply that. I call my life from prison to praise.
When you're starting to try to grow spiritually and try to get closer to God, it's difficult to break away from old habits and people who are not really happy for you. You know, when I tell them I'm not doing this anymore, or I'm not fornicating anymore, or I'm not going to drink as much anymore, it's like, oh, you know, you're still a Christian now. I feel like they're not there for me when I need them.
When you're in quote-unquote ministry, we're supposed to be these certain type of Christians on the outside. But it wasn't until I came back to Houston and got into the ministry of the church till my eyes were really opened to the behind the scenes. And it really hurt me what I saw. Being stolen, I had a pastor steal $600 from me. I had people lie and just seeing things that I thought Christian folk, quote-unquote, weren't supposed to do. And I went from, I could say, not knowing God, as in having a relationship with Him, being cold, to being on fire, going all over the world, start going back to being lukewarm, and going into the fact where I was about to be cold again.
And I became a true believer of that at the age of 17, that I didn't understand at that moment why I was, one, having a child out of wedlock and whether or not I was going to keep the child.
I recently endured the loss of 3 of my family members through a brutal killing. It's a horrible thing to lose 3 of your family members to somebody that has brutally killed them.
My downward spiral started in 1989. I woke up one morning and I wanted it over. My life had been on such a downward spiral. I was not able to control what I thought, what I felt. I was not able to control what was going to happen next. And so I woke up with the intentions on committing a robbery, committing a kidnap, committing anything that would get me off the streets. And the gun that I had wasn't even real. It wasn't about me hurting anybody. It was just about me ending this pain that I was in. And when the police came, they surrounded the car. They had their weapons drawn. And my intentions was to raise this gun up so that they would shoot me because I wanted it over.
I've always been the one that's been hot-headed. As soon as you do something one time, that's it for me. I'm done with you. And especially my father. I've been estranged from my father since 1997 when my mother died. We had a big fight, and I never forgave him for the words he said.
As my son turns 21 in October, I'm due to have a baby in October. Yes, that is a big, big gap. Yes, I was so in shock.
Ever get your falling star?
I was at that low point in my life where I just wanted God to take me away from everything because I wasn't strong enough to do it to myself. I just wanted Him to take me away from my pain. I mean, put on, taking off, trying different medication. A lot of that resolved to not loving myself over different issues I went through in life.
I was a good guy with no morals, but I wasn't the guy that I was about to become. Doing the real estate, I accidentally met a guy, and I won't say their names, but I met some guys that I was, I was flipping money and, taking investments and so forth. And I ran into this guy where I was late with returning his money. And I didn't know that my life was going to be required to pay this guy his money. And so this guy, pulled guns on me and, basically put quite a scare in me over a period of about a year. But after that ordeal, I was never the same again. I felt like the little innocence that I had left, I felt like the guy really took it from me. I had gotten away from him, but I swore that if I ever saw him again, whether I was at the gas station pumping gas or whatever, if he pulled up to pump gas too, I was just going to unload on him. And I wondered if I would ever be the same again, because I couldn't find that Burgess again. I couldn't find that Burgess. My day started at 9 o'clock in the morning, coming out of Clear Lake Shores. I had bought this big beach house over there. Had a car for every day of the week. But man, I was miserable as I could possibly be. Started drinking Hennessy at 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't finish until I had done about $300 worth of cocaine in the evening. At any rate, totally messed my name up here in the city.